I've never really been so fond of people saying, well, he's a great leader or she's a great leader or leadership is the key to success. For me, leadership almost isolates somebody at the top. And we all know that there is somebody at the top. But I always like to think of leadership as really about ownership. And whoever's at the top of the organizational chart, it ain't going to go very well unless there's ownership throughout the organization. And as I got to that point, it became so important that whether it's your assistant coaches, your staff, your players, there's got to be ownership. And it can't be just you. And I sort of built from there as I went through my coaching career and now administration, that you're only as good as the people that you're with. You know, and you hear that all the time, but it's so true that you got to have a great staff around you. And I always say to this day, the people that I work with, I think we've got 370 employees, but I've got a lot of people that care about what we're doing as much as I care about it. And that's the ultimate opportunity to be successful. So that ownership within your organization is critical. And how do you get there? You got to trust them. You got to believe in them. You got to give them the opportunities. They got to provide input. I still got staffers that won't give me input. I'll have meetings with them, and they're great, and they listen, and they'll share something, but they won't give me everything I want. Some will. Some will say, I don't think we need to be doing what you're thinking. I think we need to go in this direction. I think you need to reconsider what you're thinking about. Well, now I got a better chance of getting it right. And that's, I think, is important in an organization. And a lot of people are good with that. I think my staff is great. I go to AD meetings in the Southeastern Conference, and I hear a lot of my colleagues talking about things that they can't accomplish. And I'm like, well, you don't have good enough people. If that's the case, you got to have a support staff that will be as good as you are when you're not there. And I think that is a big deal. So don't lose the thought process about the ownership within an organization. It's a big deal. The trust and confidence that you exude with each other as a leader, your head coach, assistant coach, with your players, with your trainers, with your staff, that you have in them, that makes such a difference. I think administratively, I have a great staff. They're not perfect, but they do a lot of really good things to make our department better. We put on events all the time and get so many compliments from NCAA people that come in that go, your team is really good. And I go, well, they care about what they do, and they're dedicated, and they're here to serve. And that makes a heck of a lot of difference. And it helps us when we have those opportunities to host and do different things at the NCAA. But the trust and confidence that you put in people make all the difference in the world. I have people come to my office occasionally and go, hey, I got a problem. I need for you to help me with this. What do you have? And they tell me, and I know what I think, and I know what I would share, and I don't. I go, you know what? You're good at what you do. You spend a lot of time in this particular area. What does your gut tell you need to do in this situation? You got to deal with a coach. You got to deal with assistant coach. You tell me how you think you should handle it. Well, I came in here to get some help. Well, I'm helping you. Tell me. And they tell me, and I go, you know what? Do it. Go with what you want to do. Might not have been what I suggested or thought I was going to suggest that I didn't. I go, do it. You got to trust people and have confidence in them. At the end of the day, it comes back to, the sum has got to be greater than the total of all its parts. And that's how you accomplish that.